Hi everyone, my name is Crystal and I'm with Intimacy Exposed. Well, it's April 1st. Happy April Fools. I'm not too sure if anyone's going to be really playing any jokes today, but I thought I would share, since I'm a little bit cooped up just as we all are, a little something I learned through some self-reflection this morning. I was reading a book, The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. I really hope I'm saying that right. But it's been sitting on my husband's shelf for about, it seems like 10 years. And so I finally picked it up and I got to page 15 this morning and I stopped because something kind of hit me. And I'll share it with you. I'll be real quick and brief. So a rat science experiment where they put some probes in the rat's brain to judge and figure out and measure how much brain activity is going on, and then repeat the experiment multiple times to see what happens to that brain activity and where it's happening. So they put the rat in a tunnel and they put a partition in front of it, and then with a loud click they open up the partition, send the rat down to explore, and the brain activity is just like fireworks that's going on. And when it gets down to the T, it goes right, and then it searches around and keeps doing what it's doing, and then it goes left and finds a big, huge hunk of chocolate. So, happy rat. Then they do it again and again and again. At the beginning of the experiment, when they do it the first time, there's tons of brain activity. It's exploring, it's learning, it's finding, it's doing all of these things. But once you find that chocolate multiple times and you open the partition the fifth or sixth time, there's a lot less brain activity firing, and so that rat just basically goes down and finds the chocolate and eats it, and he's still a happy rat, but he didn't have to use so much brain activity. So when I thought about that, I stopped reading because it made me think about my own science experiment that I didn't even know I was having yesterday at the grocery store. Now, if you're living in this world on April 1st, 2020, which you are, and you know about the pandemic, which you do, you would realize that going to the grocery store has turned into an interesting experience. Well, without thinking about it initially, I got John to take care of our son, and I thought, I'm gonna go get coffee and just have some time to myself. Just relax like I always do when I go grocery shopping, fill my cart full of yummy things for the house and make things easier for our lifestyle. Basically, as soon as I got there, I realized this was a joke. I'm not gonna relax, and it was like the opposite of the science experiment. What used to be habituated that took basically no effort or brain activity turned into something where I was exhausted at the end because I was thinking about every single little thing that I never used to have to think about. So, I'm walking down the grocery store aisle, and I'm sure you all can resonate. That person's looking at me funny. So, did I sneeze? Is my nose running? Am I sniffing? Am I too close to them? What's going on? And it's every single thing I was doing. I'm picking up a can of something. Oh my gosh, it's on my hands. Oh my, did I bring hand sanitizer? What's going on? So, don't want to complain about going to a grocery store because I am happy and healthy. But what I do want to say is that it made me really think hard about what it is in our relationships that we have habituated over time that we don't have to think about anymore, that maybe we should reverse and start thinking about. Things like, hey babe, when they walk through the door, instead of walking over to the door, running over to the door even, throwing your arms around them and giving them a big kiss. Telling them, I missed you, where did you go? Whatever it is, be dramatic, be silly, be playful. What else is there? I love this. I probably talked about it on our podcast before, but I will get out of the shower and I'll, get my undergarments, and John would laugh that I just said undergarments if you knew him at all. I've got my underwear on and I'm getting ready for the day or something like that, and he'll come over and look at me and be like, are you serious? You're already wearing too many clothes. And it's just, I love it. He surprises me with it, he's getting mad about something, and then he tells me, and it just, anyway, the whole point of this, other than me being bored at home, cooped up with pandemic fear, no, not fear, but cooped up, reflecting, and wanting to shed a little bit of light on what it is that we can do. We've got the time. We do have the energy. It just takes a little bit of maybe creativity and identification and reflection. So I'd love to hear what it is that you can possibly take what's habituated and turn it into something dynamic. All right, everyone, stay connected and have a world-class day.